So we've talked about using the CLI, we've talked about using the graphical user interface for physical servers. What about virtual servers? Well, you could deploy VMware ESX or Zen Center by just creating a server definition as we've done here, but instead of installing Windows or Linux, you just install VMware ESX or Citrix Zen Server, and then use the appropriate management tools for those virtualization products to manage the guests on those hosts. But Egenera has another facility called vBlades or VM Builder. So what we can do is we could create another server here. We'll call it Demo 3. But this time, instead of assigning a blade, we'll assign a slice of a blade. You notice this has got a V next to it. So if we go to our blades, our resources, if we pick, say, blade 10, we can see that this is configured with a hypervisor. Under the hood, we boot the blade up, and it's running Zen Server. And we use the Zen API to create the virtual machines, so that you can deploy servers that way. And you don't need to be an expert in Zen or Zen Center. You just need to know how to use Pan Manager. So if I wanted to create an additional blade here, a virtual blade, I would click on Create. So in this instance, it'll create vBlade number 12 with 512 megabytes of memory. So I click Submit. And then if we scroll down, we can see we have a vBlade. We have Blade 10, virtual machine number 12. So if we go back to our proposed server here, we'll assign that particular blade. So there we've assigned a blade. We can assign a failover blade. Again, you can have pools of virtual blades, or you can use a dedicated blade. Which one do you use? 10. So in this instance, I'll use a different physical blade. So I'll use physical blade 11, virtual machine 1 as its failover blade. So if we have a genuine hardware failure, it will fail across that particular virtual machine or slot. Again, I'll assign a disk for this guy. There we go. Add a network for him. I'll run to the same virtual switch as my physical servers. And now I've created a server using a virtual blade. And as you can see, the concepts are exactly the same. So it's minimal configuration or minimal effort from your perspective in terms of learning all the new technologies. You just need to know how to use Pan, and the server will boot up as normal. Once it started to boot, you'll see a few extra icons on it for a virtual server within Pan Manager. So you can suspend the server, you can migrate it. So if I click here to migrate, I could choose the failover blade, or if it was a pool of blades, it would list all the blades that I could migrate this particular server to. So, and it's all done under the hood with Pan Manager. Again, you just assign your physical blades to be virtual blades and then carve them up. So if we click on the console, we should see the server booting up. So here we go, we can see the server's booted now. The only real difference between a virtual server and a physical server within Pan Manager is that it's dev XDA1 instead of /dev/SDA because of the power of virtualization. But that's it. That's all I wanted to show you in this particular demo. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our demonstration. I hope you found it of use, and you've gained a better understanding now of how Pan Manager works and what it has to offer. In the demonstration we showed you it's really easy to create virtual or physical servers using Egenera Pan Manager. We showed you using the command line interface or using the graphical user interface. We touched upon using the Pan API so you can develop your own custom applications to manage the Pan environment for you. We also demonstrated how easy it is to create highly available servers with N+1 failover. If you have any more questions, please do visit our website at egenera.com or send us an email, info@egenera.com, or feel free to call our head office on 508 858 2600. Thank you for your time.